Post-Mauryan Age. Part 1. The period from 200 BCE onwards is known as Post-Mauryan Age. It did not witness a large empire like the Mauryas but is known for its intimate contact between Central Asia and India. Soon after Ashoka's death, several small kingdoms declared independence. Then, the empire finally ended with the assassination of the last Mauryan king, Brihadratha, by Pushyamitra Shunga, the Mauryan army chief. Mauryans were succeeded by Shungas, Kanvas and Satvahanas in central and South India. Further, northwestern India experienced several Central Asian invasions by Indo-Greeks of Bactria, Sakas, Parthians and Kushanas. The Shungas, 185–73 BCE. Pushyamitra Shunga, 185 BCE to 149 BCE. Established the Shunga dynasty. He was initially a Mauryan army chief who assassinated the last Maurya king, Brihadratha, in 180 BC and usurped the throne of Patliputra. This overthrow is considered a Brahmanical reaction to the enormous patronage given to Buddhism by Mauryans. The Ashokavadana tells us about the damage done to the Sanchi Stupa and other structures by Pushyamitra Shunga. The Shunga territories comprised the Ganga Valley and northern India, extending up to the Narmada in the south. Pushyamitra had to defend his territories against the Greek invaders from Bactria, North Afghanistan, who entered the Indian plains. It seems that both powers had competed for the Punjab plains around modern-day Sialkot. Pushyamitra was succeeded by his son Agnimitra. We know him from Kalidas's 4th century CE novel Malvikagnimithram, portraying him as the hero. Unlike his father, he was a patron of Buddhism and reconstructed the Sanchi Stupa and made his own additions to the structure. Heliodorus, the Greek ambassador, erected a Garuda pillar at Besnagar, near Vidisha, during the rule of the Shunga dynasty. Patanjali, the writer of Yogsutras, was a contemporary of Pushyamitra. The Canvas, 72 BCE to 28 BCE. According to Harsharita, Devbhuti, the last king of the Shunga dynasty, was murdered by his minister Vasudeva, who founded a new dynasty called Canvas. They ruled over Magadha. In the Deccan, Andhras overthrew them, and the Satvahan dynasty was established. In North India, they were succeeded by lesser-known smaller kingdoms such as Mithras of Kaushambi. Impact of Shunga and Kanva rule. Hinduism was revived and with that Varna system also got a new lease of life. Sanskrit gained prominence, and eventually, even Buddhist texts started being composed in Sanskrit. In ancient Punjab and the adjoining territories, tribal, or Ganasanga polities, which had been subsumed under the Mauryan Empire, resurfaced. The Adambaras, Arjunayanas, Yadayas, Kunindas and Mallavas, among others, were some of the important independent principalities that emerged after the fall of the Shunga and Kanva dynasties. Both of these kingdoms followed the administrative systems introduced by the Mauryans. The Indo-Greeks. They were the first to cross the Hindu Kush in the series of invasions that started in about 200 BCE. They ruled over Bactria in North Afghanistan, pushed by the Scythian tribe. The Bactrian Greeks were forced to invade India. Indian literary sources refer to them as Yavanas, and their kings are known largely from their coins. The Yavanaraja inscription notes, in the 116th year of the Yavana era, the donation of a water well and tank to the community in the 1st century BCE. This tells us about the Yavana rule and an ancient Yavana calendar. Two great dynasties, Demetrius and Eucratides, simultaneously ruled over northwestern India. Menander, 165–145 BCE, the successor of Demetrius, was the most famous Indo-Greek ruler. He had his capital at Sakala, Sialkot, in Punjab and invaded the Ganga-Yamuna Doab. He is also known by the name Milinda, and he was converted to Buddhism by Nagasena. The Greeks failed to establish a consolidated rule in India. After Menander's death, the political influence of the Indo-Greeks waned. However, they hold an important place in Indian history. Impact of Indo-Greeks. Indo-Greek coins. Indo-Greeks were the first to mint gold coins in India, which increased in number during the Kushans. Unlike punch-marked coins used at that time, by Mauryans, they minted their coins, which were definitely attributed to the kings. The satrapy system, The Indo-Greeks also introduced the practice of military governorship, and the governors were called strategos, satraps. Spice trade through Central Asia started before the Mauryan times and developed during the Indo-Greeks. Pepper was in such demand that it was known as Yavanapriya, meaning, adorned by the Greeks. Hellenistic art. Indo-Greeks introduced Hellenistic art in the northwestern front of India, a synthesis of Greek, Roman and Indian art. Gandhara art was the best example. Thank you.